Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I am going to be giving you my Leo May 2018 horoscope forecast. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Anyway, people, first thing up is, well, as far as May goes, the Sun will be in Taurus from the 1st until the 20th, so the 10th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time for Leo, there could be strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention into matters pertaining to the career, reputation, public image, stature in life, standing in the community, and the dominant parent, which is often the father, and authority figures, and the reputation as well. And because we're talking about Taurus energy, this could be done with a lot of persistence and patience, plotting, very ponderous energy, thinking over things a lot before doing it in matters connected with the 10th house, done with a lot of perseverance and done in a very methodical and deliberate fashion. And Taurus energy is about when making a move, really wanting to make sure you accomplish something. So also a lot of latent energy can be injected into really dealing with career related matters, doing things to improve the public image and stature in life, and of course with a lot of Taurus-like persistence as well. Next thing up. Well, as far as May goes, the Sun will be in Gemini from the 20th until the 31st, so the 11th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, there can be a lot of concentration of energy, attention, and focus into aspirations, goals, friends, acquaintances, one's future, groups, clubs, and organizations, even social media. This could be done with a lot of, because we're talking about Gemini energy, done with a lot of vivaciousness, animation, a lot of vibrancy, really doing it with a lot of perhaps even youthful-like exuberance. And the thing, too, is, though, to be careful with Gemini energy, though, because it can be somewhat vicarious. It could be where at times you might feel like you're living out maybe through your friends' accomplishments or really what their aspirations may be, or acquaintances' aspirations and goals, as opposed to yourself. So those are some things to look at as far as this goes, and may even be a lot more talkative and loquacious energy being injected into goals and aspirations. You got to be careful too, though, with this, because Gemini energy could be about a lot of talking, but sometimes less doing, and it could also be superficial energy and can lack persistence in these 11th house matters. So anyway, next thing up is the new moon will be in Taurus on May 15th, so the 10th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time for Leo, well, Leo may embark on a new, it could be a new Taurus-like career endeavor, such as something connected with banking, finance, stockbroker, a pawn broker even, cultivation, financial advisor, doing some work with stocks and bonds. This could be also a new time where where Leo attempts to improve, starts to improve the stature in life and public image, getting notoriety, recognition, and doing so with a lot of Taurus-like persistence, patience, and perseverance, and ponderous energy perhaps as well. This could be the rekindling of a relationship with a dominant parent at this time, or even authority figure, and it could be somebody that may have a Sun, Moon, or Ascendant in Taurus, or simply someone that embodies Taurus-like characteristics. So anyway, well, next thing up, the full moon will be in Sagittarius on May 29th. So the 5th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted for Leo. So at this time for Leo, well, Leo might really start to become tired, exasperated, and somewhat full, so to speak, of perhaps a romantic partner, or a child, even someone they're in a love relationship with that might be overly flighty, reckless, foolhardy, overly blunt, almost voracious to the point of demoralizing others. And at the same time, this could be a strong, powerful unleashing of those kind of emotions toward a romantic partner or a child, with a lot of that really strong, the veritable truth, Sagittarius-like energy coming out. Also could be a lot of this full, exuberant, enthusiastic, and expansive energy injected into at this time, perhaps hobbies, fun, amusement, things that are could be creative endeavors, energy connected with a, you could say with a child maybe, or just something, or in some cases it could be gambling and speculation, so be careful at this time, Leo. And it could also represent the culmination or ending of a connection with the child or a love romantic partner. It could be a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or simply someone that embodies Sagittarius-like characteristics, someone that might be very expansive, jovial, jocular, philosophical, expansive, and optimistic, but maybe somewhat flighty and reckless as well. Anyway, next thing up. Well, Mercury will be in Aries as far as May goes from the 1st until the 13th, so the 9th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time for Leo, well, this could be about a lot of outspoken, forthright, aggressive, and assertive, even impetuous communications, perhaps with in-laws, grandchildren. It could be with foreigners, people that you're at, say, a college, university with, and even, a religious congregation even. Also, this could be about the expression, perhaps, of very pioneering and original ideas and philosophies at this time. Remember, though, that Mercury is still more than just communication. It could also be about, it could also represent siblings. So it could be siblings at this time that may be really very maybe outspoken, even somewhat abrasive, even combative at this time. And it could be arguing with you over philosophical issues or religious issues at this time. And they might figure more prominently in 9th house matters, such as traveling abroad or publishing even, and even maybe in your philosophical and religious outlook at this time. So anyway, next thing up as well, as far as May goes, Mercury will be in Taurus from the 13th until the 29th. So the 10th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted for Leo. So at this time, well, there could be a lot of deliberate, ponderous, persistent communications at this time that are pertaining to one's career. It can be with the dominant parent, which is often the father, authority figures at this time. Could also be too that this could be about perhaps doing something where you're really maybe through visually having things visually demonstrated, really helping you maybe formulate some monetary ideas to improve stature in life, and maybe even matters where you can improve maybe something associated with your career, or learning something which might enhance your career somehow. And also too, this could be really at this time the formulation of monetary ideas, not just to improve the stature in life, but also to maybe improve the public image, get recognition at this time. And also this could be a period too where you might enjoy conversing maybe about values with the dominant parent or even with authority figures at this time. Remember too that this could also, Mercury is also about siblings. So this could be about very loyal, persistent, and steadfast siblings, even stubborn ones, that might really factor in more maybe in your career somehow at this time, maybe playing a role in your connection with the dominant parent. as well, and really maybe regarding just career goals and in doing things to help you improve your public image and attain maybe notoriety and recognition. So anyway, well, next thing up, as far as May goes, Mercury will be in Gemini from the 29th until the 31st. So the 11th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted for Leo. So at this time for Leo, there could be a lot of conversation and talk. We're really talking about manifold subjects with friends and acquaintances and in group situations. You might be more loquacious and talkative than usual with friends, with acquaintances, in group-like environments, and even on social media as well. This could be a time, too, the way this could manifest is that perhaps even Gemini or Gemini-like siblings might factor in strongly or figure prominently in goals and aspirations, because remember that Mercury is not just about communication, it is connected with siblings as well. This way this can manifest perhaps as speaking with eloquence and good diction regarding one's future and articulating things very well at this time as far as those matters may go. So anyway, well, the next thing up is Venus will be in Gemini as far as May goes from the 1st until the 19th. So the 11th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time for Leo, well, this can manifest. This could be a strong love of intellectual stimulation with friends, enjoyment of mental games with them, perhaps such as haiku, Sudoku, chess, Tetris, for example. And if Leo is unattached, this could be a time where Leo might connect with a Gemini sun, moon, or ascendant, that they may meet in some kind of group or club or organization or through friends, or it could be somebody that might embody Gemini-like characteristics, someone very mercurial but maybe a little bit superficial. And sometimes too, the way this can manifest is that there might be two loves going on simultaneously that might be met in some kind of 11th house subject or what have you, or something that may be associated with the 11th house, such as not a subject but just something that would be connected with it, such as through a friend, acquaintance, or a club or group or organization, even through social media. So anyway, this could also, the way this can manifest is valuing communication with friends and acquaintances as well. So anyway, the next thing up is, as far as May goes, Venus will be in Cancer from the 19th until the 31st. So the 12th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted for Leo. So at this time, well, in some isolated cases, this could reflect a clandestine affair with a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or maybe one that simply embodies Cancerian-like characteristics. But at the same time, this could also be about a love of reminiscing and commiserating at this time. It could be with aunts and uncles, because remember the 12th house is connected with that. It is, I mean, what the 12th house represents is the dominant parents' siblings. So you're talking about aunts and uncles. This could be about too valuing introversion and people in one's private life. Could a Cancerian love, I should say, become a hidden adversary at this time? Possibly. And also remember, we're talking about the 12th house in Venus, so this could be about perhaps some monetary restrictions at this time. Maybe it might be attributed to maybe spending money or maybe a little bit too much on things pertaining to the home and families, such as home repairs and renovation. It might be also more difficult in expressing matters of the heart. And at this time too, you might strongly value nurturing in private and in seclusion. Remember that the 12th house also represents imprisonment and incarceration. So at this time, this could, in some cases, isolated cases, this could be a Cancerian love that maybe winds up being incarcerated, or somebody that simply embodies Cancerian-like characteristics. Anyway, next thing up is Mars will be in Capricorn as far as May goes from the 1st until the 16th. So the 6th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted for Leo. So at this time for Leo, well, this could perhaps this could suggest contentious and acrimonious experiences at work with someone in your daily routine, or maybe prominent in your health life. Also, injecting a lot of consistent, serious, and disciplined energy into work and health-related matters. One energy that's very regimented, and really also too, be careful of possible overexertion at this time and expending too much energy at work or health-related matters at this time, or even in your daily routine. Doing things connected with your daily routine at this time, because especially if this is actually making an inconjunct aspect to your ascendant. So it could be vitality issues at this time. And sometimes, you know, like the song by Billy Joel, working too hard can give you a heart attack or something. Well, that could be possible. There's a stronger propensity for this because you're talking about, you know, this, if this aspect, especially if this is making an inconjunct aspect to one's Leo ascendant. Of course, Leo is associated with the heart, so you understand what I'm saying. Also, too, this could be a lot of serious energy into health, and maybe arguments connected with business, politics, and the government, maybe with people in your daily routine, or in your somehow the people who figure prominently in your health or your work sphere. Anyway, next thing up is, well, Mars, as far as May goes, will be in Aquarius from the 16th until the 31st. So the 7th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time for Leo, well, this could indicate that there may be more contentious and acrimonious experiences, and the relationship may be contentious and acrimonious with a significant other, with a marriage partner. Could be in some cases with perhaps the grandmother, because the 7th house does represent the less dominant parent's mother. So you're talking about a grandmother possibly. And also could be arguments maybe getting exasperated over a significant other's or even a business partner's idiosyncratic behavior. There's a lot of energy perhaps that might be injected into collaborative efforts with a lot of, perhaps with friends, and a lot of selfless and humanitarian energy perhaps that is being injected with matters connected perhaps with the grandmother. It could be with a significant other, even a business partner at this time, and just others in general. Also, too, this could be about collaborative project maybe that might be going on with you and some other people that might be involving something Aquarius related, and you might expend a lot of energy doing this. It could be something astrological related, or something with computers or electronics, or even innovation. Could it be maybe even fighting friends in court is a way this could manifest? And also might be some unusual battles with open adversaries as well. Next thing up, well, Jupiter will be in Scorpio. It will be retrograde in May, in the 4th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted for Leo. So at this time for Leo, this could be a certain luck and fortune, perhaps through making a major transformation or home renovation at this time. Also very positive perhaps for looking beyond the subterfuge and what's superficial in home-related matters, and also digging deep into one's roots. Remember that this is going to be retrograde, so this could be about a strong review of a profound philosophy regarding the end of life at this time. And Also, too, perhaps a lot of exuberance and enthusiasm into making a major transformation with the home, such as renovation and remodeling. Even a lot of enthusiasm and exuberance doing something Scorpio related out of the home, such as something with the occult, astrology, locksmithing, even doing even besides that, something where you're doing maybe some deep research could be another example. So anyway, well, next thing up is, well, Saturn will be in Capricorn still. It will be retrograde, and the sixth house is what will be emphasized and highlighted for Leo at this time. So Leo at this time might be experiencing some restrictions and limitations regarding their health at this time. They might even be taking care of a debilitated or sickly, perhaps aunt or uncle, or it could be a fellow employee at this time. Someone prominent in their work life, and it could be making Leo feel somewhat melancholy and despondent, and it might, and the person they're taking care of, maybe the sickness or the debilitation, I should say, may be associated with the knees or the bones or the joints, and Leo maybe, as I stated before, might be going through some health limitations as well and restrictions at this time. Now, also, too, this could be about, remember that Saturn will be retrograde, so this could be about a strong review of serious responsibilities to one's work, one's health, people prominent in one's daily routine, and even pets at this time as well. And also, this could be, the way this can manifest is incorporating more structure and discipline into one's work and employment at this time. And there might even be some government work restrictions at this time for Leo. I mean, for example, if someone was on probation, or that would be, that would be more like maybe an authority, some kind of authority restriction, work restriction associated with an authority figure, or in some cases this could be about, a government work restriction as well. So anyway, well, the next thing up is Uranus will be in Aries as far as May goes from the 1st until the 15th. So the 9th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted for Leo. So at this time for Leo, this could be about pondering one's future as far as higher education goes. Friendships might figure more prominently in one's philosophical outlook, higher education, and traveling abroad. There may be more at this time where perhaps the philosophies might be a little bit more unorthodox and unconventional, unpredictable. The connection with in-laws and grandchildren, the relationship may be more sporadic and erratic than usual. At this time, too, Leo might pursue something as far as a college course may be connected with something Uranus-like, such as electronics, aerospace, computers, electronics, astronomy even, or even astrology, considering that is an esoteric subject. There might be an unanticipated or unpredictable long-distance journey as well. Anyway, well, the next thing up is, as far as May goes, Uranus will be in Taurus from the 15th until the 31st, so the 10th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted for Leo. So at this time for Leo, well, this could be about very strong, unusual persistence in one's career. The dominant parent or authority figure may have an unusual obstinate nature or an uncanny ability to be obstinate and stubborn. Also, the way this could manifest, this could be about formulation of new ways to make money in order to improve stature in life. And the career and situation might be a little bit erratic and sporadic and unstable at this time, and there might be unpredictable, unanticipated things that might impact one's reputation at this time and public image. And you might be seeing the dominant parent and even authority figures might be acting more bizarre at this time than usual, so, or just expressing more unpredictable behavior than usual. So anyway, Well, next thing up is Neptune will be in Pisces. So as far as May goes, so the 8th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted for Leo. So at this time for Leo, well, this could be in some cases about some dissipation or dissolving maybe of the relationship with a sexual partner at this time, with someone you're having an intimate relationship with. This person might seem somewhat nebulous and unclear. You might be dealing with confusing and confounding matters connected with taxes, insurance at this time, or even over an inheritance. This is a time too where Leo needs to be careful regarding maybe tax evasion. This is a thing too where Leo might be more susceptible to insurance fraud at this time than usual. Also too, there could be a transformation made that might be, like a detox transformation or something. This could all, and where maybe a lot of imagination is incorporated into making this major change or transformation, or perhaps even a spiritual metamorphosis at this time could take place for Leo. Also too, Neptune could be about disappearances, and Leo needs to be careful, perhaps of something connected with credit cards, maybe disappearing and losing track of them at this time, or something going on where maybe there's something where maybe there's money that's being spent fraudulently at this time. With someone's somebody having the knowledge of your credit card. And also too, this could be about unclear, nebulous situations regarding alimony in some cases, and even insurance at this time, insurance matters. So anyway, well, the next thing up is Pluto will be in Capricorn still, so the 6th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted for Leo. So at this time for Leo, a lot of you don't want me to talk about this, or don't want to hear it. A lot of you are very especially if you're not, might sound morbid to some of you, or morose. But anyway, I'm going to, of course, anyway. So thing is, in some cases, this could represent an actual literal death of an aunt or an uncle, even a pet, or even somebody prominent in your work and your employment life at this time, or even your health life, such as somebody, an acquaintance maybe that you work out with consistently, for example, or somebody prominent in one's daily routine. There could be more upheavals and power struggles in one's employment and work life, and issues with power and control at work. This could also be a time for a very strong, powerful metamorphosis and transformation of one's health at this time. Sometimes it could even reflect some kind of like a reconstructive surgery, like with the knees, something that might be Capricorn related, but it doesn't necessarily have to be Capricorn related, but I think it can have a certain propensity toward that. Now, also too, looking at this as well, and being that this is Pluto, remember that Pluto also is over terrorism, and 6th house is the house connected with worry, because 6th house corresponds with Virgo. So this could be something where someone might worry, maybe consistently in their daily routine or what have you, regarding matters connected with terrorism, and it could affect other things such as traveling abroad, even though we're not talking about the 9th house. That's basically what I'm getting at as far as this goes. So anyway, well, the next thing up is the North Node will still be in Leo, so the 1st house is what will be emphasized and highlighted for Leo. So at this time, well, when the North Node is in transit, it can be about issues one has to address and confront. And this could be regarding perhaps a rather domineering, overbearing, arrogant, egotistical, or bombastic maybe a person that might be from your early childhood. It might even be your own qualities in yourself that you're addressing at this time. And Also, too, this could be about taking pride, having dignity, connected with new beginnings and starting new beginnings with a lot of that Leo-like, perhaps that confidence, self-assuredness, fortitude, and courage. It could be something Leo-related, such as something connected with entertainment field, acting, being an actress. Something connected with amusement, such as doing something with an amusement park, or something working with children, or in a creative field or endeavor. Also, too, this could be a time, too, where you look at the first house, and especially if this is the actual first house in one's natal chart, that Leo might have to confront issues regarding his or her physical body, and it could be something connected with the heart or the upper back at this time. And even, I mean, some issues, I mean, Leo can sometimes have this indefatigable and inexorable energy, but even but everybody, you know, can succumb to overexertion and doing things too laboriously, which could lead to heart issues. So that's something for Leo to look at this time. And also, getting even more self-assuredness and confidence can help one's outlook at this time. So anyway, next thing up is the Black Moon Lilith will still be in Capricorn. So the sixth house is what will be emphasized and highlighted for Leo. So when you're talking about the Black Moon Lilith, this could be something where really, I mean, the Black Moon Lilith could be about what could put someone in a strong state of fright or trepidation. And this could be about losing or relinquishing authority at work, or even really just, or maybe with somebody that figures prominently in one's daily routine. And even being one's own authority, so to speak, over their own health. And another thing, too, the way this can manifest, this could be Black Moon Lilith can often be about a revelation or unveiling, and this could be about a revelation or unveiling of somebody that might be rather showing ruthless qualities, being callous, undemonstrative, dictatorial even. And it could wind up being an aunt or uncle, or this could be someone prominent in one's work and employment life. And in some cases, I mean, this could be in some isolated cases where Leo might be using maybe their sexuality to advance at work, or to make, by trying to get ahead in their work with somebody in their work sphere. So anyway, and also, too, this could be the revelation or unveiling of a formidable Capricorn adversary. It could be a Capricorn sun, moon, or ascendant, or simply someone that embodies Capricorn-like characteristics. It could be someone they simply know in their daily routine. It could be an aunt or an uncle. Remember that the sixth house represents the siblings of the less dominant parents, so it could be an aunt or an uncle, or even someone that's prominent in one's health life at this time. So anyway, last but not least, Chiron will be in Aries, so the ninth house is what will be emphasized and highlighted for Leo. So at this time for Leo, this could be enduring and perhaps suffering emotional wounds connected with combative and acerbic in-laws and grandchildren, even foreigners. It could even be dealing with contentious situations with people you know in higher education or in a religious congregation. Now, this could be too where Leo might be facing repercussions, maybe for having lack of initiative in enterprise in ninth house matters, such as things connected with publishing, traveling abroad, higher education. And also too, it could be where in-laws and grandchildren might be becoming headaches at this time, figuratively speaking. And also, way this could manifest, remember that when you're talking about this Chiron and Aries transit, This could be about feelings of unworthiness, and it might be, you know, lack of fitting in. And maybe this could be a time for Leo where Leo is having difficulty fitting in, maybe with their grandchildren or in-laws, and they feel like maybe they don't, you know, feel worthy of having and of even having them at this time, as far as that family connection with them goes. And also maybe even matters connected with higher education, especially if Leo is limited in terms of their college education. This could be maybe a lack of worth or self-worth in matters connected with it, which of course, being Leo, could be a very a strong blow to Leo's ego at this time. But remember, people, that Chiron is the wounded healer. So in ways in which Leo may be having difficulty in connection with this Chiron and Aries and ninth house energy, they could actually help others dealing with comparable situations with a lot of that Aries-like fortitude, courage, initiative, enterprise, and aggressiveness. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for my Leo May 2018 horoscope forecast. Stay tuned next time, where I'll be giving you my Virgo May 2018 horoscope forecast. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.